The race for the future is officially on, and the corporate landscape is shifting at breakneck speed. First up, we are diving into a massive energy shakeup in North Carolina, where Microsoft is flexing its supply chain muscle to force a green energy revolution. We are looking at the Barron Solar project in Anson County, which just went live thanks to a unique strategy orchestrated by Evergreen. This isn't just a solar farm, it is a blueprint for how companies are hitting carbon-free mandates by pooling their resources together.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next, we have a massive personnel shift hitting the tech giants as the AI arms race forces some brutal decision-making. Meta has just announced it is slashing 8,000 jobs, or 10% of its entire workforce, as they pivot hard toward artificial intelligence infrastructure. It is a major move from the social media titan to cut costs for the sake of efficiency, and to fund those high-paid AI experts they are desperate to hire. But Meta is not the only one reacting to the changing economic winds in the valley. Microsoft is simultaneously rolling out a major voluntary buyout program for thousands of its U.S. employees. The software giant is offering these packages to nearly 9,000 workers as they continue pouring billions into their massive data center network and their expanding suite of AI-powered productivity tools like Copilot. From the rural solar fields of Anson County to the high-stakes boardrooms of Redmond and Menlo Park, the tech world is undergoing a total transformation. We are tracking every move these industry leaders make and how these massive changes affect you and the economy at large. Do not miss a single update on these stories as they develop. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to ring the bell so you are the first to know when the next update drops. Ever wonder how giant tech companies like Microsoft claim to be carbon-free while their massive supply chain keeps humming along? It's a multi-billion-dollar question, and a new solar project in Anson County, North Carolina, just gave us a front-row seat to the answer. Meet the Barron Solar project. It's a 5-megawatt facility that recently went live, thanks to an outfit called Evergreen. Now, you might think this is just your standard renewable energy story, but there's a fascinating, and perhaps controversial, engine under the hood. Evergreen acts as a broker, taking the power produced by these solar panels and fractionalizing it into renewable energy credits, or RECs, which they then sell to Microsoft's various contractors. From firms like Slalom Consulting to BDA, these suppliers are essentially buying their way into Microsoft's carbon-free mandate. But here is where things get interesting. Is this actually cleaning up the grid, or is it just clever corporate accounting? Chris Eugster, the CEO of Evergreen, argues that this model is the future. He says solar is flexible, deployable, and matches the high energy demand we see when the sun is peaking and everyone has their AC cranked up. To him, this is a winning playbook that makes the transition seamless for developers and suppliers alike. However, not everyone is buying the narrative. Critics, like John Sanders from the John Locke Foundation, compare this REC system to the medieval practice of buying indulgences. The argument? The companies keep consuming standard, carbon-heavy electricity, but by purchasing these credits, they get to claim the carbon-free badge. It's a sharp critique that forces us to look past the press releases. Are we truly decarbonizing? Or are we just rearranging the paperwork to feel better about our energy footprint? Whether you view these credits as a vital bridge to a greener future or a sophisticated shell game, one thing is clear. Microsoft is setting the standard, and their suppliers are falling in line to keep those long-term contracts secure. What do you think? Is the REC model a genuine tool for progress, or is it just corporate greenwashing in disguise? Let us know your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden mechanics of our energy grid. After all, the path to a sustainable future is rarely as clear-cut as it looks on a balance sheet. Is the tech dream finally hitting a reality check? If you have been following the news, you know that the industry is undergoing a massive, painful transformation. And today, two of the biggest giants in the game, Meta and Microsoft, have just dropped some heavy news. Meta is officially cutting 8,000 jobs, which is about 10% of their entire workforce. At the same time, Microsoft is offering voluntary buyouts to roughly 8,750 employees, or about 7% of their U.S. staff. But here is the million-dollar question. Why is this happening when these companies are seemingly more successful than ever? The answer is two words: artificial intelligence. Meta is aggressively pivoting, funneling astronomical amounts of money into AI infrastructure and high-priced talent. They are essentially trading headcount for computing power, with projections suggesting their expenses could balloon to $169 billion next year alone. It is a ruthless game of efficiency. Analysts like Dan Ives are calling this a necessary move toward a leaner, automated future where AI does the heavy lifting that used to require massive teams. Microsoft is taking a slightly softer approach, opting for buyouts rather than mass layoffs to manage their own massive overhead, specifically the cooling and powering of their sprawling global data centers. They are trying to balance the cost of cloud dominance with their ambitious AI roadmap. It is a stark reminder that in the race for AI supremacy, no one is safe from the corporate pivot. As these companies streamline for a future governed by algorithms, we have to ask ourselves, are we witnessing a more efficient tech sector, or have we lost the human element in the pursuit of the next big breakthrough? If you found this update insightful, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech industry. What do you think? Is this sacrifice worth the AI revolution, or is the industry losing its way? Let me know in the comments below. Ever wonder how a small, struggling solar project actually gets built when the big players aren't interested in the heavy lifting? It turns out the answer isn't just about massive utility contracts. It's about a growing movement of teamwork. Recently, a 5-megawatt solar farm called Barron, located in Anson County, North Carolina, finally flipped the switch, but it almost never happened. The project was stuck in that dreaded purgatory where it looked great on paper, but lacked the financial guarantees lenders need to break ground. That is where a surprising group of Microsoft suppliers stepped in to save the day. Instead of waiting for a single corporate giant to swoop in, a coalition including Slalom Consulting, Scientific Technologies, and several others banded together to sign long-term contracts for renewable energy certificates. This collective commitment was the magic ingredient that gave lenders the confidence to move forward. This is a brilliant shift in strategy. Microsoft has been aggressively pushing its supply chain to hit 100% carbon-free electricity by 2030, and this project is proof that the pressure is working. By using Evergreen to facilitate these high-impact RECs, these companies aren't just checking a box. They are directly financing the construction of new clean energy infrastructure. The impact here is local and tangible. We are talking about a rural, low-income county getting a boost in tax revenue for schools and emergency services, all while adding enough solar power to displace roughly 7,800 metric tons of carbon emissions annually. It is a win-win-win scenario. While this project might seem small in the grand scheme of the global energy grid, it represents a massive paradigm shift. It proves that mid-sized companies can unite their buying power to do what was once thought impossible for anyone other than a massive conglomerate. If this model catches on, we could see a wave of stalled renewable projects finally finding their footing. What do you think? Is this kind of supplier collaboration the future of the green transition, or do we still need more massive, utility-scale investments? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you are looking to make your own home more energy efficient, check out the link in the description to get pre-vetted quotes from Energy Sage for your next HVAC upgrade. It's an easy way to support your own sustainability goals. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on how the energy landscape is changing every single day. Is the tech gold rush finally hitting a wall? You might want to grab a seat because the Silicon Valley landscape is shifting right under our feet. Meta has just confirmed it is slashing 8,000 jobs. That is a massive 10% of its entire workforce, leaving thousands of employees looking for their next move. But why now? Well, it's all about the AI obsession. Meta is pouring mountains of cash into artificial intelligence infrastructure and aggressively poaching top-tier AI experts, forcing them to trim the fat elsewhere to balance the books. Efficiency is the new buzzword, and it comes at a steep human cost. Interestingly, they are also opting to leave another 6,000 open roles completely unfilled, signaling that the era of growth at any cost is officially over for the social media giant. It's a stark reminder that while companies are sprinting toward an AI-driven future, the current workforce is often caught in the crosshairs of that transition. Microsoft is playing a similar game with buyout offers, proving that the tech giants are battening down the hatches as they pivot toward this expensive new technological frontier. What do you think? Is this necessary trimming or a sign of an industry losing its human touch? Drop a comment below to let us know your take, and make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss our deep dives into the stories shaping our world. Remember, in a world dominated by algorithms, don't forget to keep your own intuition sharp.